Hi, my name is Akshaya Kavre. I'm a nature and animal communicator and a tarot card reader, and now I integrate both these modalities to help me connect better with nature and animals around me. We were discussing the importance of dominant senses in our intuitive communication in the previous videos. In this video, I'm going to share with you how our senses also impact our tarot card readings. Now, tarot card reading, though a visual tool, also engages all our senses. It's not just a visual tool, it's also an intuitive tool. So whenever our intuition takes charge, we do use our senses to receive information. So just the way we use our senses and have a dominant sense when it comes to intuitive communication, we also use our senses and may have a dominant sense when it comes to our tarot card readings. I'm going to explain to you how it works, and I hope it helps you understand your dominant sense when you do your readings as well. So if you're visually dominant, you will generally stick to the visual representation on the cards. You will find more meaning in everything that you see, and you will be able to easily relate to it visually to the questions that you are asking. Even when you think about it, it comes to you in visual form, and sometimes I've heard people even see like the images on the card moving like a movie, and creating a very beautiful story as an answer to the question that has been asked. So most of the answers come in the visual form, and just like we discussed in the previous videos, a dominant sense doesn't mean the other senses are not active. So while you'll get messages from other senses also, most of the messages will come through some kind of visual. So it could be movement, it could be just flashes of images, it could be just straight up looking at the card and understanding what the card means visually, but the focus will be on the visual element of the card. The next is a sense of feeling. So here, when we draw the card, it's more of the energy we feel from the card rather than strictly sticking by the visual. So of course, certain meanings of the cards don't change. There is a meaning associated with every card, so that remains the same, and that's why understanding the meanings of the cards is also extremely important. But once we have gone a step ahead from just the basic meanings that we learn and we read, then it is also about the feeling. The same card can emote a different feeling depending upon the question that is being asked. So it could be a great positive card, but depending upon the question, sometimes even a positive card can bring a little bit of a heavy feeling. So while the outcome is positive or the experience is positive, there is a heaviness of maybe letting something go by, or having some kind of uncomfortableness with it. So these people whose the sense of feeling is dominant will feel the card rather than just focusing on their visual interpretation. Also, people who are feeling dominant with cards that are intense cards like the Tower, the Devil, these are all intense cards. A lot of times when you ask the question and these cards come out, while the meaning is yes, there is a suggestion, there is a guidance, it may still feel like it is a card for growth. It's not a negative card, it's not necessarily a negative experience. So along with the visual messages that of course we have to consider, the meaning really comes through the feeling that we associate with the card, and it changes with every question, with every querent. It can't be the same, but the feeling is what people dominant with the feeling will really focus on, and that's what helps them get very good accurate readings. And the next is a sense of clairaudience or hearing. Here it's very these people, or people who have this as a dominant sense, will generally have a very clear understanding of the message. It's as if the card speaks to them, like has a conversation with them, and they get a very clear message from the card. Now when I say get a very clear message, please note that it's not like the card literally has a conversation with them and talks back to them. It may not necessarily be like a dialogue. In some cases it can, but it's not mandatory. It's more about having these key pointer words that come to our mind, and we pick up on that and then we make the meaning of it. So it's more about the words that come as sounds or as words rather than necessarily entire conversations. And while that can happen, don't feel like it's always going to be like a dialogue or a conversation. It could be just a few words that come up to your mind and then you make meaning of it. So these are 3 ways of also integrating your senses into your tarot card readings. I'm sure a lot of people who have been doing tarot cards for very long will have clarity over it. However, if you're just starting off, this is a great perspective to look into, and while don't worry about it, do whatever works for you. Eventually you will realize your style, and understanding your style, having awareness about it, would also bring more clarity to your readings. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful. If you have understood your sense, dominant sense, especially while tarot card readings, please do mention it in the comment section below. Until the next video, bye bye.